Hello, everybody. Hebro77 here. There's no intro, no nothing. I just wanted this to be a plain video, as plain as it gets, and just wanted to kind of chill out with you guys for a little bit, chat. I was really bored and just feeling nostalgic and sitting there thinking about all the things we used to do. In today's world, with all the bullshit going on, all the politics and video after video about Bud Light and trans this, trans that, and uh, just all this stupid bullshit. I'm kind of done with it. I've been making a lot of those presidential videos here lately with former presidents, just having fun with it because I think they're kind of funny, the voices and stuff. It's all satire, but um, I thought I would take a moment, get to know my audience a little bit, see, because I have two audiences. I have the audience that's always been with me throughout the years. That's the audience that I built with what we call the Mandela affected community. And I don't really want to even get into that. That's something totally different. But now I have a new audience that knows about the presidential stuff that I do. But along with the presidential stuff that I do, a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, I used to be known as Ghostbuster Guy 2001. And that's why I have this on the bottom of my screen here. But I also was thinking about, like, back in the 90s, the late 90s, early 2000s, before YouTube, before Twitter, before um, what is that other one? Snapchats and your Instagrams and all that shit. You know, you had the chat rooms, you had AOL, you had Yahoo. Um, I can't think really of the other ones because I only really used Yahoo. But Yahoo chat was the bomb, dude. Back in the day, you get on, I would get off of work on a Friday night. And yes, folks, the job I had at that time, I had my weekends off. So nice. I'd get on there, I'd get a bottle of tequila and just kick it back. And it was either tequila or rum because I was into the clear alcohols at that time because I heard they were non fattening. And so that's what I drank the most of. I was really into health back then. I was like working out all the time. I still smoked, but oh man, I hear it thumping. Somebody's playing their bass. Anyway, so yeah, man, I get on Yahoo Chat, go in all the chat rooms, and especially local chat. That was so nice. And the thing about it is, you could do voice chat. I remember when that was a thing, and you get in there and just start talking. It'd be like the old CBs. I used to do that too. Remember the old CBs? CB radio? That was a thing before internet, you know. That was those times were so much easier, those were so much better, and we didn't even realize it. We got into arguments over comic books and television shows and just stupid shit. And I remember getting into arguments with people that just, I don't know. Sometimes it would be over race. Sometimes it would be over uh, political topics. I think at that time, George W. Bush was like a huge thing. It was like we would talk about George W. Bush, but there was never really political topics like there is today. Although I voted Democrat for a long time, I really did until Obama came along, of course, and but I didn't vote Republican. I voted. I just thought he had a lot of really stupid ideas, but um, who was running against him? Was that did Al Gore run again? But I remember I really hated George W. Bush. I just couldn't fucking stand that guy. And he was such an idiot. And nobody saw it. And he got in there twice. That's the thing that killed me. He was sort of like the first president that I think I actually got to vote when I started voting. I think I was 18. Let's see. No, I think Obama. Wait. Oh yeah, duh. Obama came after him. But yeah, he was sort of like the first president that I got to vote against. And because so like I can't remember what age I was, but I started voting. I know it probably wasn't 18. Let's see, when did I turn 18? That would have been 96. So Clinton would have still been in there serving his term, if I'm not mistaken. And then George was just running, and I think he ran against Al Gore. And we had the same situation back then that we had with Trump and Biden, you know, kind of. But Gore backed down like the pussy that he is and went on his way. But he definitely could have won that. So anyway, politics is so fucking stupid. You know what? That Ghostbuster guy thing just looks wrong. I'm going to change it. The G should not be capitalized because that's not the way it is on my own account. It's just a regular. Okay, now that whole thing looks wrong. Let me go ahead and see here. All right, that looks better. There, that's how it looked in my original count. But those were the days, man. I used to make videos and then I would send them into my local station because there was no YouTube back then. And a lot of times they would turn me down because I had like copyright music in there. Yes, folks, even back then, they were strict on copyright music. There was some copyright music that you could have in your videos, but like a second, I guess they wouldn't have cared. But I played like whole albums sometimes. I think a Batman movie I made one time had Coolio just all over it. So they're like, no, we can't play this, dude. But yeah, I was making videos even way back then before there was YouTube. And that was just the fun of it. There was no editing software. There was, I guess, with Windows 98 or whatever, I guess there was like cheap ass green screen effects or whatever, but I never got into that. Wouldn't have known how. All my cameras were like VHS. So how would you download that onto a computer back then? I mean, you could kind of do it now with all the converters and stuff, but back then you would have had to record it from your computer using the camera from your computer off of your TV or something. But I do have, I think on my old Ghostbuster Guy 2001 account from YouTube, I think I did have some movies that I recorded right off of the TV or off of my camcorder actually through the little viewfinder, and those are just shit. Those are shit quality. I think a lot of my stuff back then was shit quality. I don't know, man. Like, the topics were so different back then. And I remember when 9/11 happened too, and no one hardly really talked about it. They talked about the tragedy that it was, but there was no conspiracy theory going on back then. There was no like The only conspiracy theories I remember happening was like the moon landing and maybe Siberia, I guess. But outside of that, everything was pretty cool. You know what I mean? Like maybe Area 51 or something. I don't know. I came on here to make a short video, like I said, because I was feeling nostalgic and to really kind of take a break away from the presidential stuff because I've been doing a lot of those presidents videos. I might actually do like another Batman video because the one I did, it's got like almost 50 views, which isn't a whole lot. But I do want to, while I'm on here, I do want to thank all you subscribers for subscribing, for watching the presidential videos. And I do notice that like my presidents go on a picnic or presidents have a cookout or go to a cookout or whatever it's called. That one's got quite a few views, and thank you all for viewing. I do wish there were some more comments on that, but the hell with it. I did put out another video called "The Presidents Go Trick or Treating." You can check that out if you like. And I do mention Comedy Danks, who also do the same kind of videos, and I mentioned U.S. President or President's Play, I should say, channels. There's a lot of those channels out there doing that stuff, and but I even remember like when YouTube wasn't political, like it. We talked about movies and stuff going on out in the world, like whatever was on the news or whatever, but it wasn't political. Like we talked about stuff going on YouTube, okay? That's as far as our reach actually went. Like we didn't have Twitter, we didn't have Facebook, we didn't have any of that. I think we had MySpace, but very little was going on there. It's like you just saw friends and you chatted, shared pictures. I mean, that was about it. But Yahoo chat rooms are really the bomb. And I think it's a shame that they took those away because those are really cool. I'd like to see that come back as opposed to like Facebook, Facebook Messenger, where you leave a message to someone and then like 4 months later they'll say, oh, hey, or maybe they won't respond at all. And then you leave another message and they're like, hey, back off. Like, oh, well, excuse me, why did you friend me if you're not even going to freaking talk to me? And then, of course, there's a lot of spam bots out there that, hey, did you hear the news about, this person died today? And then you go to click and it's a fucking Cash App thing or something. But really, though, I just want to talk about the old days because everything going on today is so crazy and so divisive. It's so stressful. This is a relaxing conversation. This is like me just getting my feelings out there, sort of just me being me and not having to worry about. I'm not even going to edit this video. Like I'm just going to send it out as is on YouTube. I don't even think I'm going to have a thumbnail for it. Like whoever watches it. I don't care. But big shout out to all my viewers out there. I'm not going to really give out names or anything like that because you throw a couple names out there and then you're expected to throw everyone's name out there, and there's just too many, so I'm not going to do that. But yeah, just put a blanket over it and say everybody. That covers everybody. So not a whole lot going on. You guys check out Shifty Sunday this Sunday. We should have a good one. We're going to try to throw together like a better show than we did last week. Last week was just we covered a little bit of stuff, not really topics or anything, just the creepy critters and um, some memes and stuff like that. But this week we're really gonna give it our all, and last week we played What the Dub. I really don't want to go out like that, but I really am considering taking a break from it all because it's just so much work. You put a lot of work into a video and you only get like 10 minutes or 13 minutes out of it. Something that takes days to do and edit and all that, and it's just like 13 minutes and barely anybody watches them. It's hit or miss, really, because that one, they tell you the more likes you get, the more YouTube sends it out through the algorithm. But really, that one doesn't have any likes or no comments, zero, and it's got like 500 something views already. But anyway, yeah, man, just this video is turning out to be longer than I thought it would. It's like 16 minutes long. Who the hell wants to hear me babble on for 16 minutes? So I'm going to peace out. But I want everybody to know that, just talking about the good times, the best times, the Yahoo chat, the eBay was around back then, but it wasn't like it is now. You could send cash. Like you could put cash in a Christmas card or something and pay for your items. That's how primitive eBay was back then. I was around during those days. And let me tell you something. It took forever for stuff to get there. And now it's like a couple days, maybe a week. Back then, I remember waiting so long that I actually would email people going, hey, what the hell's going on with my stuff? But, yeah, a lot has changed. And, we didn't have cell phones back then, a lot of us. And the cell phones we did have, you forget about going on the internet. You could barely text on those things because you had to press the numbers to make letters. And then you had to press a certain button to switch it over or whatever. And it was such a pain in the ass. No one really bothered texting back then. They just called each other. And now that's all we do is text. We text or we message people on Messenger or whatever. But yeah, those days are long gone. But I really do wish they bring back the Yahoo chat because, man, I would spend hours on there. And you could find just about anybody local. Like everyone, like if you got in the Yahoo chat, you could go to your local state, and even not only just the state, but where you were at, like Southern Illinois. Like you could type that in, and boom, there it was. And there was all these people from your area that you could talk to. And now it's like, you don't know who the hell you're talking to. Unless it's on Messenger, and then it's like it's people that they're just fucking rude. I don't know. You message someone, it takes them weeks to fucking respond. Some people don't even respond. It's like, fuck you guys then. I thought you were my friend. It's weird because you do that shit in real life. It was like, say hello to some rando on the street. It's like, they'll respond back to you most of the time. And I can remember being a kid, even like a little kid, saying hello, how you doing? And people would respond. Now it's like, not anymore. But anyway, those times are gone too. And the times, we had a mailbox down on our corner. I'm not even joking. We had a mailbox, like we had our own personal mailbox, but we had a mailbox that went out, because, well, now you got to hang your mail like on the outside of your mailbox, or you got to put it inside your mailbox. But back then you had mail that you could send out that would get, I guess it would go out faster or whatever. I don't know, but it was like a community mailbox. You just put it in there. And nowadays, everyone just attaches their mail to either the outside of their mailbox if it's attached to your house, or inside the mailbox. With putting, if you got a mailbox out in the yard somewhere, you could put your flag up to let the mail carrier know you've got mail that needs to be picked up or whatever. But mail's about to disappear. It's about gone. No one writes personal hand letters anymore, unless it's like to a judge or some kind of official, which is kind of crazy when you think about that. But yeah, I miss those days, dude. I really do. You know what? Before I go, let me go ahead and look it up real quick. The old Yahoo chat rooms. Let me look it up. Old Yahoo chat. Let's see what we get. I'm just curious. I'm really curious. Okay, this dumbass thing says chat, so let's go to search. I don't know why it automatically, like when I go to Microsoft Bing, it goes to chat now for some reason instead of going to search. The return of chat rooms. Okay, I did not want to see that. There's a lot of articles here. Where did Yahoo chat go? Blah, blah, blah. What happened to Yahoo chat rooms? Yahoo chat, why did it go away? I just want, okay, let me see if I go to images, because that's all I want. I just want to share an image. Okay, yeah, here we go. This is what it looked like. This is cool. Okay, let me show you. This is what, for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, like totally, this is what it looked like back in the day. And oh my God, is that accurate? It was so cool, and you had people that view image. You had people that would kick you out. You had emojis. I think this is where emojis actually first came from, is these chat rooms. And what you did, you can see here, this guy has like an emoji type thing. I don't know if you can see it on my share screen. Let me see. Oh, it's so tiny. It's so tiny. Hold on. Let's see if we can make that bigger. No, it disappeared. No, damn it. Why isn't it bigger? No. Cancel. What if I do this? Can you get, I guess you can't see it even if I full screen it, huh? That's sad. Anyway, so yeah. That's what it looked like. This is so ridiculous. Let me get out of here now. Whoop. Anyway, that's really all I had to talk about. I didn't think I was going to be on there for very long, but 23 gosh dang minutes. Okay, let's do our usual thing. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And I will see you guys in the next. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for watching. Do.